Let's turn our eyes to Pakistan, Trump and the ceasefire myth. Namaskar, welcome to The Global Eye. You are with me, Mousumi. Today we peel back the layers of a story that has left both Washington and Islamabad red-faced and exposed Donald Trump's desperate chase for global glory. Pakistan has now officially denied that it ever asked the United States or anyone for mediation during India's Operation Sindoor. In fact, Pakistan's own Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar admits Islamabad itself requested the ceasefire after suffering battlefield losses. And this one statement has punctured Donald Trump's tall claims that he personally brokered peace between India and Pakistan. Now, let's rewind the timeline. In early May, after the terror attack in Pahalgam, India launched Operation Sindoor. It was intense, it was decisive, and it lasted just 4 days. India has always said that the ceasefire was handled directly, military to military, DGMO to DGMO. Then in June, General Asim Munir, the Pakistan Army chief, was given the rarest of honors, a private lunch at the White House. Red carpet, big optics, handshakes, and of course, the smiles. Days later, Pakistan even announced it would recommend President Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize for supposedly bringing peace to South Asia. But in the same week, Islamabad slammed US. For what? US airstrikes on Iran. Talk about whiplash diplomacy here. And finally, August 24th, Pakistan's foreign minister says it clearly, we didn't ask for mediation, we asked for the ceasefire ourselves. An end of the story here. Why does this U-turn matter? Because it shows the double game Pakistan always plays. They praised President Trump, they flattered him, they dangled the Nobel Prize before him, and now they have stabbed him in the back. Once again, America got used and bruised. Domestically, this helps Pakistan's civilian government claim it is independent and not a pawn of Washington. But the truth is, the army got its prestige moment with Munir's red carpet welcome in DC, and the politicians had to walk it back for local optics. For India, though, the stance never wavered. No third-party mediation. Talks and terror don't go together. That steady line has outlasted all the hype in Washington and Islamabad. But let's not forget the China angle. Pakistan's lifeline runs through Beijing, CPEC. Phase 2, loans, workers, projects. Pakistan cannot afford to validate Trump as a kingmaker in South Asia while China bankrolls its future. So what looks like a slap to President Trump is in fact a bow to Beijing. And what about President Trump? Donald Trump wanted to play peacemaker. He wanted the Nobel Peace Prize. But when both India and Pakistan deny your role, Pakistan's role, your story collapses. Instead of looking like a statesman, Trump looks like a salesman of fake peace. His own hunger for international glory has turned into international mockery. Now let me ask you some hard questions. If both India and Pakistan deny US mediation, why did Washington still cling to that claim? Was this about foreign policy, or was it about Donald Trump's domestic campaign trail? Did Pakistan weaken its own credibility by praising Trump one day and condemning his Iran strikes the very next? Is this denial actually a push from Beijing, making sure China, not America, remains Pakistan's ultimate patron? How sustainable is Trump's Pakistan tilt, and when America's long-term bet is clearly on India to counter China? Did General Munir's White House lunch boost his army's ego but force Pakistan's civilian leaders to correct the record later? And here is the sharpest one. If President Trump did not earn the credit, does chasing the Nobel Prize only make him look smaller, diminishing US influence in South Asia? Ladies and gentlemen, here's the reality. Pakistan's strategic future is written not in Washington's handshakes, but in Beijing's contracts. Trump may enjoy his lunches, his photo ops, his sound bites, but when it comes to South Asia, the red carpet was always a mirage. And for India, the smart play is to stay the course, ignore the theatrics, keep building hard power and tech ties with its allies, and let the record speak for itself. Because when the next crisis comes, facts will matter more than Trump's fiction. That's the truth behind Pakistan's U-turn, Trump's failed Nobel dream, and the China factor lurking in the shadows. Now I leave you with this final thought. In this great game of geopolitics, who's playing whom? The US playing Pakistan or the Pakistan playing the US? And is China the one pulling the strings all along? Think about it. For more updates and deep insights, keep watching The Global Eye.